has teaching during this COVID time remotely been as challenging as you expected, or different, or not as bad?
I expected it to be challenging. The beginning of it was probably even more challenging than what I realized. Mm-hmm. But what are we in? Like 2 months in now? I just feel like it's kind of just like with everything else, it's become the new normal and everybody's fallen into a routine. And I mean, it still has its challenging aspects of, like the other day when I had a kid trolling me.
Oh, with the screens?
Yeah, and there's like nothing you can do.
You could have, but you weren't quite equipped to do what you needed to do because of technology stuff.
Well, yeah, that's what I mean. Like the technology aspect of it, there's like, it's different when you're in
Let's
person.
just tell everybody first. Everybody, I mean by the 4 people that are still listening after 18 minutes. Mom, Dad, your mom and dad.
Hey, Grandma.
Maybe you already told them, but she had this student. So they're doing their Zoom or their Google meeting or whatever you want to call it, all video conferencing. Mm-hmm. How many kids did you have in the class?
Maybe 4 or 5.
Total?
Yeah. So
5, let's say 5 kids in Cara teaching. And all of a sudden one of her students, his video pops up twice. So now there's 6 of you guys. 6 kids.
So
plus
he's logged in twice. So there's 2 windows of him.
Yes, he's found a way to log in twice. And then so Kara's like, oh, buddy, you know.
Because it's happened before.
Okay.
And it's like, I know it can be like an accident. So I'm like, hey, make sure you close out.
Yep.
And so that there's just one of you.
Yeah. So then the next thing you know, there's 3 of them popped up.
Yep.
And
at this point, the other kids are starting to laugh hysterically.
That's so awesome. He's figured out a way to like...
And this is like 5 minutes until our lesson is done. So I'm like, okay.
Oh, yeah.
Almost at the end.
And then he comes back with 4. So there's 4 of these kids. Mm-hmm. And he's fully in mode of like entertaining everybody and like going bananas.
And now I'm like, okay, this is not an accident. This kid is straight up trolling me.
So it would have been hysterical if like next thing you know, there's like 50 of him popped up. Just going crazy and there's nothing you can do.
Well, because with the second one, you know, like I said, I'm like, okay, it's an accident. Third one pops up. Now he's realizing it's kind of cool to see so many of them. So he's like doing this like on the screen. And I'm like, the other kids are just losing it.
Oh, that's so awesome.
And I've lost complete control. But that's what I mean. Like, what can I do?
Like
I couldn't just close out of the meeting because all the kids would still be in there.
Yeah, but I think we figured out, I think if there was a way to like turn his video off and like end his feed.
Yeah, but I don't think I think the only thing I can do is mute him.
Yeah, even that would help.
I can't close out.
If there's a way to like turn his thing black, his screen black, so he would know his video is no longer showing.
That would be nice. I don't know if I could or not, but
you should just pretend like, okay, we lost him. we don't have a blank student.
No, because the other thing was every time he would talk, it was like providing major feedback. Yeah. So there was like a loud ringing coming through all of our speakers. So like anytime I would try to say something, nobody could hear me because there's just this ringing noise was going on.
Oh, yeah.
There's a lot going on.
Yeah.
I was very sweaty by the end of that meeting. Well, because you have their parents sitting there or close by. And it's like, all right.
Yeah.
Mrs. Cruz has lost control.
That would be tough. Yeah, that'd be really tough to teach when the parents are basically monitoring you.
Yeah, that's been the other part. Like, aside from the technology, like, the parents have been great. They're super supportive and, like, they've been great. But it's different, like, when things like that happen, it's hard to regain control and, like, you kind of have to discipline with, like, their parent listening.
Right. Yeah, that'd be tough.
Because it's like I'd never do anything or say something that was, like, out of line, but it's still
you have. You've a couple times.
You want to help me get future jobs? No. I have not.
Yeah, no, you haven't. Yeah, but it's also new because there's no, like, norms established on, are you supposed to intervene and, like, discipline the kid when there's actually the true disciplinarian in the room with their child that should be doing something.
And I think to an extent the parents would expect you to, or they'd expect that, you know? But it's also just uncomfortable.
Right. A lot of time you just want to wring their neck.
No.
Right?
No, I don't.
Well, there have been times. If I had a kid and if his screen popped up 4 times, I would choke him through the monitor because that ain't allowed in my classroom.
Babe. No.
Speaking metaphorically, of course.
Okay.
I would never touch.
I don't have those feelings or thoughts.
That's why you're in your position.
Yep.
You're great.
It also doesn't help when I have you in the background laughing hysterically and I'm trying to remain composed.
Do you also notice that you're like yelling at them the entire time?
I have.
Because me and Cake are upstairs and we're like getting ready and we're like, she's yelling at the students, good morning. Hello, friends.
Okay, I've literally, every time I get off my meeting, I'm like, am I really loud?
You are loud.
I feel like being online, I have to be like that to like...
Yeah, it's probably for the better, yes. But it's just funny upstairs. You have no idea. We're upstairs and it's like you're yelling at somebody.
I'm not truly yelling, but I'm talking loud.
Yes, yes.
I know. I've often wondered if like their parents are like, whoa.
Turn that down a little bit. You got headphones, son?
But like I said, I feel like I have to be the loudest one in the meeting in order to like...
take control of it.
Right.
Yeah, it's probably true. It's just at the expense of everyone else.
Well, I haven't had anyone complain, so.
Yeah.
Although every time I do have a student, every time I share a video, because like I'll share my screen if there's like a video I want to show them. And I don't know if it sounds really crazy on their end or not. I don't think it does. It shouldn't. But every time I play a video, he types in the chat box, "My ears." Every time. I've just started ignoring it.
Is it the same kid that has his screen pop up?
Maybe.
Yep, it is.
Yeah.
I love him.
Yeah. I'm like, well, you're fine.
Well, we have plans. We should probably wrap this up. I mean, I think we should... We're going to start doing this more often. I think originally I had wanted to do a podcast or like a YouTube channel, which I think I'm going to make this YouTube podcast, whatever, with KK, because she just moved out here. Talk about her experience.
Who's KK?
My sister Kirsten. She just moved out here a couple weeks ago. She is also a model, an actor, dancer, singer, songwriter. Far more talented than I am. But she's 18, just moved out here. So I kind of want to have something to talk about her experience. And I think it would be fun for us to share common experiences and what LA has been like for her and me. But then I thought it'd be good for us to do stuff like this too. Talking about pregnancy.
Did we mention I was pregnant?
No, I think it's pretty obvious though if they're watching the video, the feed here. Yeah. So we'll talk about that. We didn't really get into it today, but we're short on time. But I think it would be fun and just healthy and something that we both might find value in, and maybe hopefully other people, family and friends that aren't with us.
Yeah.
If we talk about this experience, because we don't have that many resources out here. We have some good friends that we've got to know over the last couple of years well. But it's just not the same as if we're with our closest loved ones back home. So hopefully this is an opportunity to connect with them. I want ideally people at home that watch this, again, the 5 or 10 people that might get through these 26 minutes to ask us questions about anything that's on their mind, or just to communicate with us on that. And I want to do more videos, whether they're 10 minutes long or 2 hours if we get to like cool stuff to talk about. But really, we didn't have...
talk about cool stuff.
Well, sure. But this might have been maybe more obvious. I don't maybe even need to say this, but we kind of just wung this. And I bought the equipment. I've had the equipment for a while, and I finally kind of figured it out. But I said, let's just try and get something out there and just start the ball rolling. So hopefully this gets to be a better format, more efficient, more fun, more entertaining, more value for other people. And again, I hope people, if you're listening or you're watching, please engage with us and give us stuff that you maybe would like to hear about. Whether it's something specific with work, something specific for my gigs, Cara's pregnancy as we're approaching the baby very soon being delivered. And then the next one probably will have KK on here as well. Me talking to her about her experience so far in LA. I think she's just loving it. Don't you think? Well, loving it minus the friends. We're different. It's different with us.
Yeah.
Living with us. I think she's happy to be in LA because it's part of her dream.
She's happy to be here.
Yes.
But different.
She's starting to figure out like how boring and like much of homebodies we are.
But especially now because everything's shut down. There's just not a lot going on.
Yeah, that's tough. It's not the true LA experience at all.
Yeah.
She's getting, And we're like 30 and you're pregnant.
Oh.
What?
Does that make me some type of way?
You didn't want to hike with us last weekend and you didn't go to the beach with us yesterday.
Okay. I'm very late in my pregnancy.
It's not personal, but it's the truth. You didn't want to hike with us.
Yeah.
And you didn't want to go to the beach.
That's fair. You guys had fun without me.
Again, I'm not dissing you. I'm just saying you're pregnant, so there's certain things that we all don't do together.
Yeah.
Right?
Sure.
It wasn't an insult.
Okay.
I'm happy you're pregnant.
Okay. I hope so.
But
wait, can I give you a shout out?
Oh, we got shout outs.
I want to give you one for this.
It's pumpkin?
Yeah.
Cool. Thank you.
I like it.
Thank you.
It's on theme.
I mean,
it's that time of year.
It's almost October.
And I'm also your boo.
Good. I needed a little set decor.
I like it.
It was a nice gift.
I have another shout out.
Who?
To my parents for this t-shirt.
I like it.
Yep.
That was very thoughtful.
It was.
Yeah, I'll give a shout out to my folks too. There's no way that my dad's going to watch this. Maybe we should talk about bodybuilding. If we talk about bodybuilding, my dad will watch this.
He definitely would.
Shout out Thrive. Took my Thrive capsules this morning. Took my shake. If you don't know what Thrive is, you don't know what Lavelle is, hit up Mindy Cruz. Mm-hmm. She'll hook you up.
Maybe you can link something.
Maybe. We won't. Let's just reel them in slow, okay?
Okay.
We don't want to just bombard them with my shout outs.
Yep.
Who else? Let's give a shout out to MuddyMantis. You know who you are.
What's up, MuddyMantis?
He knows who he is. While we're at it, DuhMastaSlasha.
Okay.
DuhMastaSlasha.
Mm-hmm. Shouting out yourself.
I'm DuhMastaSlasha on Xbox. Hit me up. Shane's DuhMastaSlasha. No, Duhmasta. Shane is DuhMastaSlasha.
Yep.
Duh is spelled D-U-H. If you're interested. Our squad's already full though, so there's no way you're gonna be able to join us. But if you want to play against us, you're more than welcome to. Just
if you want to know, I learned the other day that they asked Mike to join so that. What is it? The skill level goes down. Yeah, there's an algorithm with gameplay, and you get matched up with other people on your team who are at the similar skill level. Shane and Colton are pretty good, and I'm not. And so when I get joined on the team, we get less competition. So yeah, I get it. That's the way you contribute. I don't take it personal. I mean, I'm not as bad as they like to say I am. I'm not great. I'm good, not great. Fair. I wouldn't know. Any other shout outs before we go? Our dogs. Oh gosh. People are definitely not listening anymore. They're just okay, they're shouting out their dogs. Can we end this, please? Okay, yes. Our dogs are a big part of our lives. Yes, much love to Coco. Much love to Callie back in Iowa. Yep. Callie, aka Big Country. Mm-hmm. Let's give one more shout out. I'm gonna give a shout out to Chris Olsen. I saw him working hard panning gold. Doing what? He was panning for gold in Colorado a couple weeks ago. That's pretty cool. No luck, but I saw his form on Facebook. Leah posted a picture. Great technique, just very poor luck. Way to go, Chris. So, yeah. And he was also kind of supportive of... he did mention something like this. Yeah. I remember at Holiday Lake, Captain Chris was... cruising the lake and mentioned that we should maybe do a YouTube video or something. Yeah. Talking about just family stuff. Here we are. And it's happening. So yeah, that's a good shout out. That's a perfect shout out. Much love. Chris. Much love to Chris. But there'll be more shout outs coming. We should end this. We are going to the Knott's Berry Farm. There's some food extravaganza, and it's in light of Cara's birthday. Yep. And the fact that I like to eat. She likes to eat. There's no hiking involved. There's no swimming suits. Just food. Yep. So, well, if you lasted this long, God bless you. Hope to see you on the next one. And thank you very much. Yeah.
Good day.
See ya.